Nithyananda. This is Sarvamangalananda bringing you Paramahamsa Nithyananda Swamiji's blessings. Today I wanted to speak about completion, and I have spoken earlier about completion at the level of thought, the emotions, all the different layers that incompletions can reside in. That when we the whole clearing process is called completion. For example, when we say karma, what is karma? Karma is a incomplete action, the effects of a certain action which still reside in us, which have not left the system, because that action was not done up to its fulfillment. Like for example, if I had a desire to drink coffee, if I felt like drinking coffee, so if I take the coffee and enjoy every sip of it, then the action or the desire that I had to have coffee is fulfilled. Then I feel complete that I had the coffee the way I wanted, I enjoyed it to the maximum I can, and then if I have it again, that's a new desire. But there's no residue from this, no leftover from this desire when the action of drinking the coffee. But on the other hand, if I had the coffee, if I was sipping the coffee, reading the newspaper, watching the TV, so my attention is not fully in the coffee drinking itself, nor in enjoying the coffee, which is what I actually wanted to do. So this leaves a residue of an incompletion in oneself. So again and again, the effect, the action, the outcome of this particular action is going to be acting itself out until it feels it has completed and fulfilled that initial desire. So this is called karma usually, and I give a simple example of a coffee, but it has effect at multiple levels, at the level of thought, at the level of emotion. So when you send out angry thoughts at somebody or words at somebody, and you finish it and you complete it, it's gone. But if you carry it, that is the residue of action, and you're going to attract something similar in your life. So there are different ways it acts out in ways that are incomprehensible. So if this is karma, incomplete action, and it's also called incompletion. Swamiji calls it incompletion. So when we complete it, when we close out the loop, and what happens is called completion. The process of completion, it brings about completion, and that is in Sanskrit it is called Purnatva. So if you look at Isavasya Upanishad, it says we are whole. We come from the whole and we are going back to the whole. So wholeness here means being in a state of completeness. So any incompletion is just going to be like a wound that is draining our energy, using it up in a way that is not fulfilling our own being. So Swamiji has given this beautiful technique to complete, and he has given many techniques, including instant completion. So there are many stories about people and even oneself. Like for example, I can share this. The minute I had a thought, I'm feeling cold. It is cold, and I'm standing in cold. It triggered all the symptoms of cold in me. So when I started having it, since I am being fortunate enough and blessed to have this teaching from Swamiji, I knew it was I myself that triggered this process of cold in me, and not something that was coming from outside. So it took some time to trace through where and what happened. And the minute I found it and I completed instantly, it just left me. So this is just a small example of what a completion can do. And since we are blessed to be Swamiji's disciple, we have learned to identify it more at the closer to the root before it becomes big. So this is the same with all our actions. If we find an action and experience that we and are not happy with, or which is not what we want, then all we have to do is complete the process that started that action, and in its place have another thought, have a more powerful cognition, have a more powerful thought that will have a desired result. So now if inner awakening, now at a different level, inner awakening is the awakening of the spirit. It's like a spiritual awakening. I have shared how inner awakening changed the whole experience of my life. The way I looked at it, the way I saw it, my experience of life itself And what Swamiji said is, so what it means is bringing about different levels of completion in oneself. That is how I understand it. And now Swami said, if Mahasadashivoham is the completion of inner awakening. So the spirit that been awakened in an inner awakening won't find its ultimate fulfillment, the ultimate completion in Mahasadashivoham this December. So it is what your spiritual self requires to feel good completion and fulfillment. See, a lot of time we only get caught in the physical layer, so we don't always think about it. So we actually need to spend some time to understand it, what it means, and experience it to really understand what Mahasadashivoham can do for you. And that is why we need a guru like Swamiji, who can not only give us Mahasadashivoham but also remind us constantly, tirelessly, relentlessly why it is important, try show in different ways it is going to bring that fulfillment for us and how it is done. So when Swamiji is saying so much, I don't see why we should spend any time trying to think or find reasons to do anything else. So I encourage all of you to stop thinking, stop looking at the blogs, just start thinking about Mahasadashivoham. It is what you have come here to do. So don't miss out on that just for some small impediments you have in this planet, on this particular planet. The time you spend here is so little. But don't let this stop your whole being's ultimate achievement, ultimate goal that it's going to have only in many years, in physical years or any other years. And already avatars don't happen very often, and they're very rare. And to be at a time when he is here and he himself is going to be conducting this Mahasadashivoham and he himself is calling you so much, what is there to think in? What else is there to think about it? Just drop all your ideas about money, job, other responsibilities. When you take this jump, Swamiji always said he's going to make us a blessing to the world. So whatever you're going to come and do and leave, you are going to be the blessing to the world. You are going to be the blessing to your family, to your friends, to your community. So when whatever Swamiji has said, you have experience that is the best that you can be, you can do, and it is never ever self-centered. It's never just for you. It is for you, for people around you, for everyone, for communities around you. Swamiji's constant endeavor is to make us not only live like gods on this planet, but also be like gods to others. That is where the blessing to others happens. So I don't know what else can be told about this program that you need to have any more thoughts about it. So anything else, even if you do not know Swamiji, if you have just listened to all our experiences, all his disciples have been sharing so much about not just what his teachings are, but our experiences, our lifestyle. And we are all living here in Bengaluru Aadheenam and for many years. And we just listen to all of their stories and you will be convinced beyond any doubt. So even if you have not known Swamiji, do not know Swamiji, but you have experienced some kind of divinity in your life, know that he is the only one right now who can give this to you. And this is the very special happening, most spiritual happening place first of all. But this particular program is the most special happening where you can experientially discover and realize the ultimate completion, which is what at the level of spirit, at the level of the being, we are all here for. So don't miss it. And if you have any more questions, information, comments, interest, or even if you don't agree with what I said, please leave a comment. Thank you for watching Nithyananda.